fund inflows have hit record highs in October despite the market crashing almost 10% since September. Now, these are the news items that you'd be hearing. But what does it really mean? How is that possible? Should I be interested in any of the equity funds? Are all the questions that you might be asking for now. If you're new here, I'm Nikki Mirchandani, former media news anchor turned content creator. Today we are going to be talking about something super exciting. And no, it's not about the equity market, it's about equity funds. What exactly are the equity funds? What category exists within them? Well, I'm here to break it down for you. Now I know this might sound a bit financy and serious, but trust me, it's actually pretty cool and you'll get the hang of it in no time. So grab your coffee, sit back and let's dive in. And hey, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss out more awesome content like this. Let's get started. Simply put, an equity fund puts your money into stock market. That is equities. What's the goal? To help your money grow over long term. But here is the catch. Equities can be a little volatile in the short term, so it's gonna be a roller coaster ride. Bumpy at times, but it could be worth the thrill. These funds are perfect for those who are looking to grow their money over a period of time and don't mind a bit of ups and downs along the way. Now here is where it gets interesting. There are a lot of different types of equity funds and each one has its own vibe. Let me walk you through the common ones. Let's talk about the first one, which is multi-cap. Well, it's more of Indian thali, a bit of everything. These funds invest into a mix of large, mid and small cap stocks. 75% of the fund must go into equities, which gives you a nice spread across different type of companies. It's like having a diversified portfolio without doing all the heavy lifting yourself. Second category, flexi cap funds. That's chef's tasting menu, carefully crafted and highly personalized. These funds give the fund manager flexibility to adjust between large, mid and small caps depending on what's hot in the market. At least 65% of the fund must be into stocks, but the rest can be adjusted as needed. Third one, large cap. It's more like a classic Hyderabadi biryani, rich, flavorful and full of tradition. When you think of stability, large cap companies are the big players, the blue chip stocks as they call it. At least 80% of the fund here will go into the stable, well-established companies. Solid, safe and steady. Fourth category, large and mid-cap funds. Kebab platter, a mix of flavors. A little bit of both, that is 35% in large cap, 35% in mid-cap. It's like getting best of both the worlds, stability with a bit of excitement. Fifth, mid-cap fund. Full of potential. At least 65% of this fund goes into mid-cap stocks, which have more growth potential, also more risk. They are like the middle child of the stock world, full of potential but not as stable as the older sibling. Small cap fund. They're more like junk food that we eat or the experimental food truck. Pretty risky, thrilling and unpredictable. These are risky ones. 65% of the fund is invested into small cap, which could skyrocket, but they can also crash. If you'll have a good thrill ride, this might be your fund. Okay, so let's talk about sector-specific funds and thematic funds. These are for you if you're all about focus. Like you've got a certain industry or theme in mind and want to go all in on that, then this is the fund for you. Now let's talk about sector-specific funds more in detail. These funds invest in specific sectors of the economy like pharma, banking, technology. The good news, if a sector is booming, you could make nice return. The bad news, they're a bit of risky since you're not diversifying too much into it. That's a bit of a downside there. Some of the examples include like pharma, tech, banking, FMCG. These are all category of such funds. Let's talk about thematic funds. These funds invest in stocks that fit a bigger theme like infra, PSU or global brands. They're more diversified than sector funds, so they carry less risk. Think of them like a team working towards a common goal. Other funds that we have is value growth, contra funds. Now here is the fun part, the funds that follow specific strategies for picking stocks. You've got options. Let's evaluate the first one, which is value funds. These funds hunt for undervalued stocks, companies that are currently cheap but have great potential. It's like buying a diamond in the rough. Growth funds. They look for companies that are growing fast and might continue to outperform the market. If you want momentum, this is your fund. Let's talk about contra funds. They are funds for rebels. They invest in stocks that are out of favor right now but are expected to bounce back. These funds love a good comeback story. They can be risky though, since predicting a comeback isn't always easy. ELSS. Well, that's a famous category that we all know of. It's a tax saving fund that invests at least 80% in the stocks. The cool thing is, it comes with a 3-year lock in period, which is the shortest compared to other tax saving options that you have currently. And you can get a tax deduction of up to 1.5 lakhs under Section 80C. Talk about getting tax breaks and growing your money. Alright, before we wrap up, let's remember this. Equity funds are all about growth and risk. Higher the potential return, higher the risk. So always choose funds that match your risk tolerance and investment goals. So there you have it. Equity funds in a nutshell. Whether you're all about big players or want to go for the small cap thrill, there is something for everyone. Hope you like the content. Subscribe.